All right, folks, we're back on this bullshit. I'm out at the workshop again, in case you can't tell, but I haven't got the production camera set up. What I've got, and you might even be able to tell there's a bit of lag, is my Logitech Brio. I'm going to try to make this more of my kind of permanent setup. I don't want to have to keep setting up a camera and then tearing it down, getting everything ready, putting it away. So whether it's raining or not, or the neighbors whippersnippering, I'm going to be recording out here now. So I've got a consistent workshop. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like at the moment so you get the idea. Now, I'd also love to be recording in 4K, which this thing can do at 30 FPS, but this piece of crap little Lenovo laptop that I got for free 7 years ago just can't do it. So that's on my sort it out one day sort of list. I might have a i5 around or something that is, I don't know, 10th gen maybe, that I can use for this and see how that goes with it. But for now, actually, it's probably even the graphics card is the issue. But we're getting off track. First and foremost, since we're back here, might as well give it one of these. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry for the late video. Sorry for the random camera focus. Sorry for what I hope is not too bad audio. I'm sorry for 1080, but you get what you're given. Beggars can't be choosers, and I beg a lot these days. Don't infer anything from that. Just let me have a mouthful of this. Now, since this is late, it is going to be quick because I actually have other things I'm supposed to be doing today and a bit under the weather. If you haven't noticed, I have been running late with a lot of the videos. Wow, that audio clipped really high then. Reason is there's heaps going on at the moment. This is actually a different property to where I normally am, where I'm building a house. That's been going on 4 years because I started building at the wrong time, right? Over 4 years now, geez, 4.5 years. Fun times. Plus work's just been really busy, end of financial year, everything like that. So I'm trying to keep up with weekly videos, but I have had to cut back on a lot of the free offers like that. Debix Model C that I've got up there, I just gave one away. Congrats on the dude that suggested using it in a agricultural environment. I dropped you a message a few days late, but shoot me your details and I'll send you that Debix Model C, plus a few accessories like a USB cable, SD card, wireless antenna for it and whatnot, because that thing was cool. Those things get sent to me for free just to test out and make videos about, but they're not what I go looking for. I prefer RISC-V, of course, or things that are bespoke and different, like the Luck Fox Pico range. They are cool, especially Debix with their industrial stuff, surviving the oven and the freezer. But it's not my core. So I've put that on hold now so I can focus on the good stuff. I still have this I still got to build this animal cage at some point. So I will also get back to that, time permitting. But for now, there was another mob that reached out and offered me some free shit. And I had to say yes this time. The reason being because I already used them. And that's your friends DFRobot. These guys are actually really cool. They make some really good stuff. Like, I've been buying Waveshare and DFRobot as kind of key suppliers of just bits of stuff, regardless of what SBC it's attaching to, for years now. As an example, some things I've been playing with for the last year or two, these DFRobot Beetles, or FireBeetle, I think they've got now. These are the original Beetles, so this is one that I haven't actually used yet. I buy two of everything because I ultimately blow it up, don't I? So you can see this little ESP32-C6 unit there, and it comes with a little breakout board that you might want as well. Their documentation is really good. They make really good quality products, and they're very affordable. Like, their wiki is excellent. So I've been buying these. That one was for this little contraption, another one of my little projects. So this inside, so shut. Let me just waste your time for a minute, make the video slightly longer by opening this up. It did actually work. One of the cool things about the Beetle is that it's got a built-in LiPo controller. So I'll actually just open this one up. You'll be able to see it better. From memory, it's got a DW01, is it? So you see it's got the ESP32-C6, and I think the new versions, where has that camera gone, are actually a C6. But on the back here, I'm pretty certain that's, it might be a little TP, whatever it's called, or a DW01. I can't remember what part of the LiPo scheme they do, and I can't quite read that from here. But the fact that it's got that LiPo battery management, there's your little battery pin there built in, worked perfectly for what I wanted. As you might also know from my other channel or some videos on this one, I do a lot in the garden. I've got some lithium ion phosphate batteries and solar panels and MPPT inverters and pumps and 2,000 litres of water storage and all sorts for growing my chilies. Yes, they are chilies. Oh, that is also a LiPo I ripped out of an old MacBook Air. Now, at this point, I think the video's crashed, or the webcam's crashed. Hang on, let me start that again. All right, so somehow the webcam crashed. I had to actually power cycle the webcam. This new firmware update's rubbish. So anyway, As you can see, I just had this little breadboard, mini breadboard. I do sell these because I buy heaps of them and use them. Little voltage divider there. The robot went on top. I had my, I forget the name of that, DT11, whatever it's called, sensor on the bottom there for your humidity. That would come through. I also have my solar panel connecting on the bottom there. And this would just sit out there monitoring its own battery, connected via Wi-Fi, and just keep an eye on the weather, which was a fun little project. I'm definitely going to build more of that, or more onto that later. But it's winter here. There's no sunshine. It feels like bloody London. So, as I was saying, back on topic, DFRobot reached out to me and were like, hey, we've seen your videos, you use our sort of stuff. Do you want some to make something cool? I don't even think they said the cool bit. I think they said, here's a link, tell us what you want, which is pretty sweet because they figure people are interested in playing with this sort of stuff if they fucking cameras crashed again. Jesus Christ. Getting another USB cable. All right, on the grounds that that was just the included USB cable I've had for years and put through hell, I've swapped out for one of these weird AliExpress 2-key cables I've got that shows me this thing draws 1 watt. So anyway, yeah, DFRobot said, you know, do you want some stuff? Probably on the grounds that, you know, YouTubers or people that make YouTube videos that buy this stuff anyway, or that tinker, trademark maybe, I don't know, whatever. I'm so tired, I'm so ill still as well, worn out. Are gonna make good stuff with it and make videos about it. So I thought, yeah, all right, there's bound to be some cool stuff there that I haven't tried before, or that I could combine into something awesome that fits with what I do. So first and foremost, just a little AAA battery pack with a JST connector. I wanted the free box, of course, because that is a very sexy orange. It actually suits what you can't see, but you will see in the picture that I put earlier. The rest of the orange that I've got out here. I've then got this, the FireBeetle. So this is the next one up. This is just the Beetle. I don't know what the difference between the Beetle and the FireBeetle. This one's ESP32-C6, and it's got a whole lot more going on. So if you have a look at this FireBeetle, it's got USB-C connection, also orange. Reset, we've got all of our standard GPIOs. You've got your C6 chip there. You've got a display interface of some sort there. Very interesting positioning of those capacitors. Voltage regulation. If we have a look along here, voltage in, doesn't even say what that is, but that looks like it's a battery connector. And yeah, FireBeetle 2, lithium ion pads there. And you've got a standard SPI connection as well. So really neat little product. I thought I'll grab one of those. Got the batteries to go with it. Then got this little TFT display, because I thought, why not? If it's got a display port built in, I'll get a compatible display. You can almost see it, you know what, I'll just pull it out. I don't know why I leave things in boxes, or I like keeping boxes for stuff, but that's a little sweet 320 by 240 IPS display that uses, yeah, there's a general display interface connection. Interestingly, it's also got a micro SD card slot on here, so I'm not sure, you know, what other features or functionality this has built in, because I didn't really read much of the documentation, but that is pretty sweet. I got a few more things then. I got this, oh yeah, something else cool. They make this whole gravity range of sensors, which is what I've been buying and using. So this is a lightning sensor. I need to get a few more of these for directionality, but I don't know how close the camera will focus there. You get the this is why I hate autofocus. You right there, bud? Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. Really, really basic, really simple, and you get a very, very quick response when it detects lightning. And with 3 of them, you can roughly work out what direction. And then you can do some cool stuff with, you know, high-speed cameras, which I also made a video about, or a 64 megabit camera, which I also have over there. Getting on to it, because I don't want this video to go fucking ever like all of them do. So, part of that Gravity series, they've got this voice recognition sensor / kit. So this one, if we open it up, has whatever that is, WS2520TR, UART, speaker. It's got dual microphones. Oh, so that's a speaker. All right. That big old black thing's an actual speaker built into it. Dual microphone, I2C, external speaker, I2C and speaker configuration, whether it's internal or over the sensor. And then on the back, so actually, they've got their own IC. I don't know if you can see very well there, but that's DFRobot branded. That's sick. Then a few other little things. We've got a bit of what looks like SPI flash, voltage management, and maybe a logic level inverter, or whatever that chip is. It's HAA 2018. Let's Google that, because I just need answers. HAA2018. Ah, it's a op-amp, audio module. All right, that makes complete sense. So we got that. We got that. We're probably gonna need those to go with it. We've got that. I did get two more things because I went browsing their pages and I was like, all right, they have some cool stuff. Lens doesn't look too good. This is a 5-volt solar power manager. Now I do have like random versions of this. So I've got one in a box over here, I think. Where's my sort shit out box? Hang on. Just walked away. I've got a box of, in my box of future me problems. Is this wave share? No. Is it even in this box? Nah, anyway, somewhere there are actually some, no, it must be in one of these wave share boxes. I need to get things in order, hey, this is a mess. Anyway, I've got these other wave share make little solar controllers. Do I stick it in the drawer here? That I want to test out. So I might be able to use this to compare them, but let me put this away and stop wasting your time again. Found them in another box called Current Tinkering. So we will look at them side by side for a moment, but I won't test out this one yet. This one from Waveshare, which if you reckon will be useful, frankly, I'll start stocking, is pretty basic but pretty cool. So you've got USB out, boot switch. That's your programming interface, I think, because it has a controller built in. Nope, all right, they're just voltage pins. You then have your 3.7 volt battery connector, solar input through a little JST or the plug pack, and it supports a little LiPo battery here if you don't want to use the external one. You've then got your battery switch and charge light. So these look really cool. I thought I'd give them a test. Apparently they are MPPT from what I read. But for now, in the spirit of DFRobot, as I said, do like their stuff. We got their one. Comes with a little heatsink. All right, that's cool. Heatsink and standoffs. And then let's see what we've got here. So on-off on jumper headers, ground and 5 volt. We've got 3 pins for each. 1 amp USB out, 3.7 volt battery connector, USB in, solar in. So that's pretty cool. All of these things are very nicely designed. I love their mounts and their standoffs, their castellated edges, using 2.54mm spacing. They're using stock standard, industry standard JST connectors, using IPS and GDI. I'm assuming GDI is an interface I just haven't used or looked at before. And there's only one thing missing from all this, but it turns out they fucking sell that too. That's solar. So this is an interesting one. I don't know if it's regulated or not. I guess not, no. So it's got maximum power 6 watts, voltage at Pmax 6 volts, 1 amp, open short circuit voltage 7.2 volts, short circuit current 1.1 amps. So basically it's a little 6-watt solar panel that's got a bit of flex to it, and it's clearly designed for outdoor use. I don't know if it says outdoor use. Is there a product code? No, it says 5 volt, 1 amp solar panel. So I figure it is very outdoorsy, and it's got a USB port. So I want to crack it open and see if it's regulated, but I can probably just chuck, oh, I need solar light. This isn't going to be putting anything out, is it? I'm assuming that with my indoor lighting here, there'll be nada. Get in it, oh, other way up. There's my big workshop lights. Nah, what about just outside here? It's not very bright today, it's miserable. Oh yeah, shit, all right. So even in the shade out here, and we've got a storm coming in, it must be regulated to some degree. I'll take a photo of this because it's putting out, let me get my phone. It's putting out a beautiful 5 volts very nicely. I'm not drawing any current through it, so it's hard to see. But let's grab a photo here that I'll... All right, so this panel is a 6 volt 1 amp panel, but then it's got a little regulator in here. That'll just be a basic buck converter of some sort, I would imagine. So that means we've theoretically got everything we need to stitch this together. I don't believe that this is going to support... I won't use the battery on there. I was going to use this, but you know, I don't think... Oh, you know what? I got nickel metal hydride batteries. Are they in here? Batteries. All right, I got a pile of these at home. These are 1.2 volts, so 3 of them is going to be 3.6 volts. I'll be able to use those in there. What are these? No, they're just standard crappo, non-rechargeable batteries. Let's work out how we're going to piece this together, because it won't be today's video. I want your input on how we can make this work. We've got our ESP32 platform. We've got our battery connector. Now, what it looks like is I'll use this solar power manager, the battery connection on there. I'm then going to have my voltage output. So I've got USB out, USB in, solar in. So the solar in, I'm going to have to splice something. I could go USB in, because it's unregulated, and that would be expecting unregulated, but it's expecting a bit of regulation from this. I can just grab an old cheapo cable out the drawer here, which we've got dozens of, and oh, that's USB-C. Ah, I mixed up my USB-C and my not USB-C drawer. What have I done? All right, let's just say that one, to attach those two together. These two, I'll grab that USB-C cable I was just holding on to attach those two together. That attaches to there. We've then got that display, which gets connected with that ribbon cable. And then we have our voice module, which is going to be connected through I2C. And I believe those pins there. One of them also had a heatsink that I'm going to need to put on it. That'll be the solar module. So I think we've got what we need. Now, what I also want to do with this is two things. One, I want to tie it into Home Assistant and just see if I can be like, all right, Home Assistant, turn off my workshop lights, because I had too many cans and forgot to do that, and it's too far to walk now. Because these lights I have actually integrated into Home Assistant, which is really handy. So out here, I can just go, oh, bit laggy. And that one I don't turn on because it casts a shadow. So I've already got everything set up there to theoretically be able to do that with ESP-Home and Home Assistant. But then I thought, I've got that Arduino four-wheel drive, and that has a remote control, but I hate thumbs. I don't like using mobile phones because you've got to use your thumbs, and they're stupid and lumpy and uncontrolled. Sorry for anyone that played a lot of PlayStation console games. You're inferior and you're wrong. Voice, also inferior and really terrible, but easier than thumbs. So if I could perhaps, it probably wouldn't be hard either. I'll just pick a couple of outputs and tie those to the inputs of the other one and jiggle it together a bit. Could probably even put the solar panel on top of the car, which would be sick. And then it'll be a bit like a Mars rover, and it'll be a hybrid between some free shit that DFRobot sent me and some free shit that Electro sent me. And it's using ESP32 and Arduino and, you know, technology that I like. So I'd love your input on it. Let me know what you think I should do, or if you've got any improved suggestions. I'm going to start playing with it a little bit, not the code side, just kind of mounting it, reading the spec sheets and whatnot, but I won't waste your time in that. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you're not catching all these hundreds of bloody flus that are going around everywhere. Stay warm, because it's freezing. It's freezing everywhere except China. Apparently 41 there today, one of my contacts was saying. Love your thoughts, love your feedback, love your comments. Love you to like and subscribe. Thumbs up this video if you want me to do it sooner rather than later, because I do prioritize things based a bit on that. Thanks for hanging around this long. Thanks to DFRobot for sending me this stuff. I'll send a link to their store below. I'll put a link to each of these products as well. I don't get any commission or affiliate or anything from it. I just like them. They're good people, obviously. So go support them. And if there's anything that you see that you want me to start stocking, let me know. I'm constantly adding more stock every month to the shop, including this new thing, actually. I haven't shown off, but since you're still here, all three of you watching this late, I wanted these for me for a while. So I just got some to test, and it's a PoE splitter. So at a 2.3 AF, or, you know, AT or BT being backwards compatible, then gives you LAN and power. So if you've got something like, well, I was going to say the Luckfox Pico Ultra, but that's a bad example because I've got the PoE hat on that. But in theory, if you ignore that hat, the PoE hat, you got your LAN and your power from your one network connection. So it allows you to just push these out into the wild very easily, very quickly. And it makes it easier for prototyping, especially when you're like me. You got shit everywhere. So enjoy. Thank you kindly. I look forward to your feedback. There will be a part 2. I'm sorry for 1080 and probably shit audio if I ever stop rustling things, laggy camera and all the above, but you know, I'm still trying to improve. I just don't care enough. Catch ya.